Okay, start again. Saturday night. I'm about to get in there and start watching JT, Dirty Dapper, for those of you that don't know. I started the video, but it canceled itself out. So my wife's car is a little Will. This isn't it, but it's same antenna, same whip and everything, identical. And I probably should have started it with how I took this apart. This sits down on top like this, just a plastic sleeve. Makes it a little bit watertight, and then of course the whip screws down on top of it. So then it's taken apart. It has a nut right here, and a nut on the back. So you just basically, to get the magnet off, you just wipe this out, take it off. So what my goal is I've been watching a ham, and I've done a bunch of research on this already, but he caught my attention because he runs his ham radios exclusively on 70 meters, 70 ohms. And here's the magnet, hold it on top of the car. I call him a lick and stick. So this is just your standard cheap Wilson. See how tiny it is? But I get amazing receive and get out on the little wheel. Of course, it's about location where you mount the magnet as far as ground. So, but if you look on here, it's just simple, two simple connections. There's a couple of capacitors and whatnot on it. So I'm going to take off this old coax, and I'm going to go with the 70 ohm. I've got two different versions. One is the smaller orange color, and the other is the bigger one. Give me a second, I'll pause it, and I'm going to bring you a couple samples of what I'm talking about. Here's the smaller one. Basically what all the, if you got internet provided to your home via Spectrum or something like that, this is the line that they use connecting to your house. So hold on, I'm going to pause you for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Got my grandson, his girlfriend over here. Okay, this is the original RG6, which was what everybody used for cable TV, and you can use it for antenna. An idea, I don't know how well you can see the thickness of it. More RG6. This is more, I can actually run internet on the newer style stuff. Probably right on this, but about the same diameter, about the same properties. I'm guessing the, I don't think it's Teflon. I don't remember what the center conductor is. But remember the old Crocodile Dundee movie? Guy whips out a knife. He says, "That's not a knife." Yeah, that's a knife. So I got about 100 feet of this. I got probably 200 feet of this. And so my intention is I'm going to, wow, it's copper coated because it just stuck to the magnet. Copper coated. Anyway, if you want to check out who he is, his channel is called 70 Ohms Ham, and he's out of Florida. He runs with Smoking Ape. A couple other guys, they're on there on regular videos. But man, I got 100 feet of this for like $5, and it was a garage sale. And I thought, I'm going to use it. I'm going to figure out a way to use it. So I bought an antenna tuner, MFJ, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figured out. So I think, just out of giggles and grins, since the R6 is still bigger than, I wish you could see the difference, probably 20 thousandths bigger than this coax. And everything I've read, I follow Mark the Ham from Florida, and he said originally, back in World War I and etc., you know, you've all heard about running just a random length of wire for antenna. Well, that's what got me thinking, man, they're overcomplicating this whole thing. And the reason that the hams don't want to use it is, oh, it's 2 dBs off, and it's, you got to this and you got to that. If you got to clip on your antenna a little bit to make this work, I've got some 600 over there, but I'm trying to keep it for my big radio, my big antenna, and 300 whiskey. So I'm going to keep using that without fail, my Cobra 2000. I got a 142 that's just itching to get back in the air. So what I'm going to do is going to run a random length. Everybody says 18 feet is just a standard length they use for truck drivers because it's long enough to run from the antennas through the cab and up to the dashboard. So it really has nothing to do with the length. So we're going to, I'm going to dismantle this, break down the ground and the center conductor, resolder it back, and again, I'm gonna experiment with this one first. And if this works on this little wheel, and the reason I decided to use this one's kind of busted, and as you can see, the coax is already. I got a pinch place in the coax. I've had this one for 10 years. I don't even know how long, but I need to put a new coax on it anyway. So I thought, well, I'll just use that one, and I'm going to hook it up to my wife's little Cobra 29. I've got all kinds of radios. I'm going to have to hook it up to hers, but hers is handy. So I'll have a part 2 to this video, and it's about to get dark on me, so I'm not going to start dismantling this and try to jack around with it in the dark, take it inside, and you know, and all that kind of mess. So I'm just gonna let you know my results, and I'll be able to. I've got all kinds of SWR meters, so I'm gonna do a test with my wife's little wheel and show you what the feed is, what the SWRs are on it, and you know, the feed going out. I'll do all of that and show you the comparison side by side. But we're going to try this 70 ohms, 70 ohms, and see what kind of results we get. Everybody's saying, I would say everybody, the hams that are not sad hams and want you to spend $800 on coax and equipment and on and on and on. Of course, if you're in the hobby of CBs, you're already spending way too much money. So this might help somebody out, especially if you're running a long connection between your radio. I'm going to be about, let's see, 20, 18, 2. So I'm going to be roughly 38 feet up in the air when I get my Foxman antenna going. Hey Foxman, appreciate you, buddy. And anyway, I got to get off this thing and get in there and start listening to Dirty Dapper and enjoy his show. So stay tuned, and I'll put a part 2 on this. I'm going to figure out a clever lead line to Wilson, Little Will. Just a little background on it. I've heard truck drivers and people CB shops. You don't want that one. That's look, it's a you know, it's a little cheap antenna, and it is. But man, I'll tell you what, I will pick up East Coast and West Coast on that little wheel on her 29. I can just hear them all day long, as long as it just keeps rolling, of course. And that's not even upper or lower sideband. That's 28 or 17. That's where I hang out on just standard 11 meters. 390 Wagon Master says it ain't 11 meters, it's CB, damn it. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. And of course, you know I'm on 19, being a retired truck driver. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about getting this thing going and seeing. Let me start talking on this thing. And if that works, I'm going to put it on. Well, the easiest one for me to put it on is my Galaxy 99V, and do some sideband with it. See how well it does on sideband also. So I think it's gonna be fun. I'll stick around for video 2, and we'll see you down the road. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everybody's so damn lazy. Why don't you like a video? If you're gonna watch it, just like the damn thing. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. It's up to you. You know, pick out somebody you like. We're just trying to promote the hobby. Bottom line. Thanks for watching.